今日もお疲れ様でした。英語で国内ニュースです。優しい英語で今日の出来事をお届けします。
Renowned critic Goro Yamada passed away on July 14th at the age of 67. Mr. Yamada was beloved for his extensive knowledge covering Western art, fashion, and various trivia. He was known for his humorous and engaging commentary. Born in Tokyo, he attended Sophia University. His unique style made complex topics accessible to many.
On July 21st, 261 people in Tokyo were hospitalized for heat stroke, with 10 in serious condition. This is the highest number since daily reporting began in 2022. Tokyo recorded 36.4 degrees Celsius, its hottest day this year. The fire department advises using air conditioning and staying hydrated to prevent heat stroke.
In Hyogo Prefecture, police arrested 54-year-old Morihiro Takeda on July 22nd. He is suspected of killing his 81-year-old neighbor, Katsuji Takichi, by repeatedly hitting his head with a metal bat. Takeda admitted to striking the victim 12 to 13 times. The incident occurred at the victim's home.
The Japanese yen has weakened past 163 yen per US dollar, a level not seen in nearly 40 years. This is due to safe haven dollar buying amid concerns about military conflict between the US and Iran. Rising oil prices also contributed to yen selling. Finance Minister Katayama stated measures will be taken as needed.
New York City Mayor Mamdani stated on July 21st that the city lacks authority to arrest Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu even if he attends the UN General Assembly. This is despite an ICC arrest warrant. However, Mayor Mamdani added he would not welcome Netanyahu, citing alleged horrible massacres in Gaza.
Heavy rains have caused severe flooding in Nuristan province. Eastern Afghanistan, so far, 23 people have died, and over 100 individuals are currently missing. Search and rescue operations are actively underway in the affected areas. Local authorities are continuing efforts to find survivors and assess the damage.
The lawsuit concerning Wishma Sandamali, a Sri Lankan woman who died in Nagoya immigration detention in 2021, concluded on July 22nd. Her family seeks 156 million yen from the government, arguing inadequate medical care. The government maintains its care was appropriate. The verdict will be announced on December 11th.
Prime Minister Takakichi met with Imperial Household Agency Grand Steward Kuroda on July 22nd. She instructed him to ensure appropriate practical responses following the establishment of the revised Imperial House Law. This revision aims to secure the number of imperial family members for the future.
The public-private Cool Japan Fund is facing collapse, with an accumulated deficit of 54 billion yen by June. The government plans a review for its consolidation or abolition. A major failure was a 300 million yen Dubai project to expand Japanese restaurants. The local partner's representative disappeared, halting all expansion plans.
次は社会のニュースです。
Dangerous heat continued on July 22nd in Japan. Kuwana, Hamamatsu Sakuma, and Tajimi cities all saw temperatures above 40 degrees Celsius, marking extreme heat days. Many areas in Tokai and Kanto Koshin are also approaching 40 degrees. People are urged to take strict precautions against heat stroke.
In Tochigi Prefecture, an 85-year-old man was found collapsed inside a plastic greenhouse. He was later confirmed to have died, with authorities suspecting heat stroke as the cause. This incident highlights the severe risks of the ongoing high temperatures, especially for the elderly working outdoors.
Japan's government approved its basic policy to boost domestic investment for economic growth, targeting over 1% real growth. The policy also noted the Bank of Japan's independence in setting monetary policy, a point of clarification after market concerns about government influence. This marks the first such policy under the Takeichi cabinet.
A government panel approved extending the period JR companies pay Shinkansen facility lease fees beyond 30 years. This aims to secure construction funds. The Transport Ministry plans to extend it by around 30 years, making fees variable based on JR's profits. JR companies are expected to oppose this due to potential increased financial burden.
Early on July 22nd, a house in Yakimata City, Chiba, was completely destroyed by fire. 4 bodies were found in the ruins. A family of 4, including an elderly couple, is believed to have lived there. Police are investigating the cause of the fire and working to confirm the identities of the victims.
Goro Yamada, a respected critic and TV personality, passed away on July 14th at 67 from cancer. He was widely known for his extensive knowledge in art and various other fields, and was a popular figure on television. Yamada authored several books, including works on Western art and mechanical watches.
The lawsuit concerning Wishma Sandamali, a Sri Lankan woman who died in 2021 at the Nagoya Immigration Bureau, concluded July 22nd. Her family seeks 156 million yen from the government, alleging inadequate medical care. The main issue is whether proper treatment was provided. The court's verdict is set for December 11th.
3 individuals, including Mizumi Sugiura, former CEO of a renewable energy company, were arrested July 22nd for alleged fraud. They are accused of defrauding 2 companies of 200 million yen. Police say they falsely offered to transfer wind power project rights in Hokkaido, which had already been sold to another company.
A 51-year-old nurse, Miyuki Furukawa, was arrested for allegedly injecting excretions into an inpatient's IV drip, causing death. The incident happened at Kashiwa Tanaka Hospital in Chiba. Furukawa denies the charges, but DNA evidence reportedly links bacteria from the victim's blood and her uniform. Reports suggest she may have been isolated at work.
次はビジネス関連のニュースです。
The Japanese yen fell to 163 against the US dollar on July 22nd, marking a 39.5-year low. This decline is attributed to safe haven dollar buying amid Middle East tensions. Rising oil prices and speculation of an early U.S. interest rate hike also strengthened the dollar. Japan's finance minister stated decisive action would be taken if necessary.
The hacker group Ransom House has claimed responsibility for the cyber attack on frozen food giant Nichirei. The group released about 650 megabytes of stolen internal data, including personal and business partner information on the dark web. Nichirei confirmed that personal data was affected and is notifying individuals. Nichirei's systems are now gradually resuming operations.
Japan's Prime Minister submitted a sworn statement from his secretary to the House of Representatives Budget Committee on July 22nd. The statement denies any involvement in alleged slanderous videos. This action addresses ongoing questions about the Prime Minister's office regarding the controversial video allegations.
Japan's ruling and opposition parties remain divided on economic relief. At a July 22nd National Council meeting, the chairman's proposal for a 2-year reduction of the food consumption tax to 1% met strong opposition. Ruling parties supported the tax cut, while opposition favored income-linked benefits or permanent tax reductions. the Council struggled to unify opinions, urging parliamentary debate.
Kentucky Fried Chicken Japan resumed normal operations at all stores on July 22nd. Previously, some stores had shortened hours or halted online orders due to a cyber attack on Nichirei. Their ingredient supplier, KFC, announced that the supplier's operations have normalized, ensuring deliveries. As an apology for the inconvenience, KFC will offer discounts on select items until July 27th.
TierIV, a company specializing in self-driving technology, listed on the Tokyo Stock Exchange Growth Market on July 22nd. This marks the first time such a company has gone public. TierIV plans to use the funds raised to accelerate the development of artificial intelligence and other advanced self-driving technologies.
SoftBank launched GaranAI on July 22nd, a service distributing news articles as data for AI development. This platform aims to balance copyright protection with AI advancement, addressing unauthorized content use. GaranAI transforms articles into data for AI developers who pay a fee. SoftBank then distributes these fees to content providers. The full service launches in January 2027.
Japan has finalized new regulations for supplements following health issues from Kobayashi Pharmaceuticals' red yeast rice products. On July 22nd, the Ministry of Health approved a draft mandating companies report serious health damages. Good Manufacturing Practices (GMP) will also become mandatory for all supplements to ensure quality. This aims to prevent future health problems.
An amendment to Japan's national referendum law passed the House of Councilors Commission on the Constitution. The bill, which aims to improve the voting environment for constitutional amendments, was approved by a majority vote. Major parties, including the Liberal Democratic Party, Nippon Ishin no Kai, and the Constitutional Democratic Party of Japan, supported its passage.
では、スポーツニュースをお伝えします。
A minor league baseball game between Lotte and Oryx was canceled on July 22nd due to extreme heat. Lotte player Wada was hospitalized with heat stroke symptoms, and other players also felt unwell. For player and fan safety, the game was called off. Saitama City recorded 38.8 degrees Celsius, the highest temperature this year.
Dodgers manager Dave Roberts announced that Shohei Ohtani will be prioritized as a hitter. While Ohtani aims to return as a pitcher from left knee discomfort, Roberts stressed his great value to the lineup. Ohtani's hitting is crucial for the team, even if it means delaying his pitching return.
Takuhiro Nakai, a 22-year-old midfielder, has joined J2 Imabari on a permanent transfer from Spain's CD Leganés, known as Pippi. Nakai came from Real Madrid's youth academy. He expressed his commitment to helping Imabari achieve promotion to J1 this season.
Giants infielder Hayato Sakamoto, 37, was a surprise +1 vote selection for the All-Star game. Despite a .152 batting average, Sakamoto hit 2 dramatic walk-off home runs this season. This is his first selection in 3 years. He looks forward to showing fans his enjoyment of the festival event.
Rintaro Sasaki, a power hitter, signed a minor league contract with the Miami Marlins. He chose to go directly to the MLB minor leagues, starting with their rookie-level team on July 23rd. His signing bonus is about $1.5 million. The path to the major leagues is expected to be challenging, highlighting his strong desire.
FIFA reported over 7 million defamatory online posts during the current North American World Cup. This is a 14-fold increase from the 2022 tournament. Over 200,000 posts contained potential threats, with over 1,000 severe cases reported to police. The increase in participating teams contributed to this rise.
Athletics 23-year-old infielder Joshua Kuroda Grauer suffered a severe injury on July 20th. He was hit in the groin by a foul tip, resulting in a testicular rupture that required surgery. This happened in the same game where he hit his first major league home run. He is now resting after the procedure.
Giants infielders Naoki Yoshikawa and Katawaki were delisted on July 22nd due to injuries. Yoshikawa was diagnosed with a left hamstring strain, while Katawaki is out with lower body issues. This brings the total to 4 key Giants players sidelined this month, including ace pitcher Tomohiro Togo and catcher Shingo Kishida.
Over a dozen members of Awamori Yamada High School's soccer club were suspended for drinking and smoking in June and July. The school deemed it a serious matter, suspending all involved. Despite this, the soccer team will participate in the National High School Sports Festival starting July 25th, but the suspended members will not play.
続いて、国際ニュースです。
Ukraine's commander-in-chief, Selsky, was dismissed by President Zelensky on July 21st. This decision came after public conflict with the popular former defense minister, Fedorov, and widespread protests against Selsky. The move aims to calm public anger. Drapati, commander of the joint forces, will take over. The focus is now on military reform and strengthening to pressure Russia.
U.S. Defense Secretary Hegzis testified on July 21st that war costs for attacks against Iran have reached over $37.5 billion or about 6.1 trillion yen. President Trump also stated that Iran's nuclear facilities will soon be attacked. The U.S. Central Command confirmed these attacks have continued for 11 consecutive days.
New York City Mayor Mamdani stated on July 21st that he lacks legal authority to arrest Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu. He urged the federal government, which has this power, to join the International Criminal Court and execute any potential warrant. President Trump, however, commented that Netanyahu will not be detained in any way.
U.S. President Trump announced his plan to impose a 100% tariff on imported generic drugs starting in 2028. This move aims to encourage domestic production facilities for these medicines. However, there are concerns that such tariffs could lead to increased costs and a greater financial burden for consumers.
In Venezuela, a father tirelessly searched for his 9-year-old son, Fabio, after a major earthquake on June 24th. He believed his son was alive, hearing whistles from the rubble. Despite rescue efforts detecting signs of life, the complex debris made recovery difficult. Tragically, Fabio and his mother were found deceased on July 13th.
The Quad foreign ministers from Japan, the U.S., Australia, and India met in Manila on July 22nd. They released a joint document discussing enhanced support for ASEAN, focusing on maritime security. This initiative aims to counter China's increasing regional influence. U.S. Secretary of State Rubio also expressed a desire to hold a Quad Leaders Summit later this year.
France's parliament passed a bill on July 21st banning social media use for children under 15. This landmark law is set to begin on September 1st, the start of the new school year, making it the first in Europe. President Macron supported the regulation, citing concerns about the impact of excessive use on children's mental health.
Heavy rains have caused severe floods in eastern Afghanistan's Nuristan province starting around July 20th. Tragically, at least 23 people have died and over 100 individuals are currently reported missing. Search and rescue operations are actively underway in the affected regions as authorities work to find survivors and recover victims.
The Chinese Navy, operating jointly with Russia, conducted live-fire drills within Japan's exclusive economic zone near Okinawa-Torishima. Japan views these actions as a potential show of force and has heightened its vigilance. Defense Minister Koizumi noted this as further evidence of deepening military cooperation between China and Russia amid increasing tensions in the region.
続いて、文化・芸能ニュースをお伝えします。
Art critic and editor Goro Yamada passed away on July 14th at 67. He had been battling stage 4B cancer of unknown primary origin for 2 years, but continued working until his final days. Known for his vast knowledge, Yamada was a popular TV commentator. His manager announced his death on YouTube, expressing his wish to reach 1 million subscribers.
Hiroyuki Iguchi of the comedy duo Westland announced on July 22nd his hospitalization for surgery. He will have a double surgery on his nose and throat. His agency confirmed he underwent procedures for a deviated septum, hypertrophic rhinitis, and chronic tonsillitis. Iguchi's condition is stable, and he will now focus on recovery.
Kaylee Hoddle, known for playing Gia in Godzilla vs. Kong and Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire, passed away in a car accident on July 21st. She was 18. Her deaf father announced the news via American Sign Language on Facebook. Co-star Millie Bobby Brown and fans shared their condolences, expressing deep sadness.
ReHeart, a regenerative medicine product that uses iPS cells to treat severe heart disease, has been approved for public health insurance coverage. The Central Social Insurance Medical Council authorized the coverage, setting the cost for a single treatment at 53.2 million yen. This offers new hope for patients with serious heart conditions.
Go player Yuta Aoyama is now just one victory away from securing his 6th consecutive Gosei title. This milestone follows his performance in the 3rd game of the Gosei Sen series. If he wins the next match, Aoyama will achieve a remarkable 6-year winning streak in this prestigious Go tournament.
Former Takarazuka star Maria Kano, 33, apologized on July 22nd following reports of a secret meeting with Ryoki Miyama, 27, from BE First. On her agency's website, Kano confirmed, "It is true that we spent time together." She expressed regret for causing concern. Miyama's agency also issued a similar apology.
July 18th marked actor Haruma Miura's 7th death anniversary. His agency posted a tribute. Ken Moraes, a producer who helped launch Miura's career, also shared a message on Instagram. Moraes wrote that even after 6 years, he often wishes Miura could play roles in his projects, promising to continue making dramas to make him proud.
Charlie Chaplin's 1931 film, City Lights, has been adapted into a Bunraku puppet theater performance. The show began its run on July 18th at the National Bunraku Theater in Nihonbashi, Osaka. This unique adaptation brings the classic silent film, which Chaplin himself directed and starred in, to the traditional Japanese stage.
Actor Hidetaka Yoshioka, 55, will star as Sen no Rikyu in the NHK taiga drama Toyotomi Kyodai. This marks his first appearance in a taiga drama, announced on July 22nd. Sen no Rikyu was a tea master who influenced politics and supported Hideyoshi's family. Yoshioka expressed excitement about the role and the positive set atmosphere.
今日のニュースは以上です。最後までお付き合いいただき、ありがとうございました。おやすみなさい。